Chosen one, if you're watching this right now, it's not by accident. God himself is making a way for you, and the time to receive is now. This isn't just a message, it's a divine warning and a powerful promise. A financial reset is coming, one that will change everything in your life. For too long, you've struggled, waited, and suffered in silence, while others seem to live in comfort and luxury. But that season is over. The reset is here, shaking the very foundations of wealth and power around you. God is about to redistribute blessings, wealth, and favor like never before. This is your moment to rise, to step into the abundance that was assigned to you from birth. But you must be ready. This isn't a gentle nudge, it's a cosmic wake-up call. Right now, everything is falling apart for the sinners and the greedy elite who have hoarded God's blessing. Their fall is your rise, their loss is your gain. But if you don't align yourself with this powerful shift, you will miss out on your destiny. So pause this video immediately and do these 3 things. Hit the like button to signal the universe. You're ready? Subscribe and help us reach 1,000 subscribers, because this message is for many chosen ones like you. And drop the number 99 in the comments, a sacred number that will amplify your connection to this divine reset. If you are truly chosen, your spirit already knows this message is meant for you. Watch until the very end. Turn away now, and you might miss the blessing that could change your life forever. This is your moment. God is working behind the scenes. The financial reset is coming. Get ready, everything is about to change. There is a powerful announcement coming directly from the heart of God, a message not just meant to encourage, but to transform. For too long, many of you have carried the heavy burden of financial struggle, feeling overlooked and forgotten. But hear this clearly. God is declaring a season of financial reset, a divine shift that will change everything for His chosen children. This reset is not random. It is a purposeful realignment of resources meant to bring justice and blessing. This is a moment unlike any other, where the heavens are opening new doors and pathways to prosperity. It's a spiritual movement. What once seemed impossible is suddenly within reach. This reset is God's way of balancing the scales, restoring what was lost, and setting you on a path that reflects your true destiny. The world may tremble as it witnesses this great change, but you will stand firm because you are part of God's chosen. Imagine a tide turning in your favor, a tide so powerful it sweeps away years of financial hardship and plants seeds of abundant provision. That is exactly what God has promised. This is your invitation. Prepare your heart, believe, and embrace the extraordinary blessings He is ready to pour out upon you. You have endured more than your fare. You've watched others indulge in luxury while you scrimped and sacrificed just to get by. The frustration, the tears, the quiet prayers whispered in the dark, none of it has gone unnoticed. God sees your pain, your resilience, and your unwavering faith in the face of hardship. And here's the good news. Your season of lack is officially ending. Think about the weight of scarcity, the anxiety of not knowing if the bills will be paid, the isolation that comes with financial stress, the sting of watching others live comfortably while you silently. That burden has been a thief, stealing your joy, your peace, and your sense of worth. But God is saying enough. The chains of poverty are breaking, and a new chapter of abundance is being written in your life. This isn't just about money, it's about your dignity, your divine purpose, and your God-given right to live a full, free, and blessed life. The waiting is nearly over. The breakthrough is coming, and it will arrive in ways you never imagined, because God is faithful, and He brings restoration to those who have waited with faith and patience. From the moment you took your first breath, God had already ordained wealth for you. A unique portion of abundance was assigned to your life, a sacred birthright that no struggle could erase. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a divine assent, a spiritual truth rooted in God's perfect. Your true inheritance goes far beyond your current circumstances. Imagine the riches of kings and queens lying dormant within you, waiting to be unleashed. The financial blessings meant for you were never lost, only delayed. And now, God's perfect timing is orchestrating the moment for those long-awaited blessings to surface. But this wealth goes beyond material possessions. It is prosperity that aligns with your purpose, brings peace to your soul, and elevates your... History shows us time and time again that God's promises never... From Joseph rising from prison to Pharaoh's palace, to Esther becoming a queen and saving a nation, God always elevates his chosen ones when the time is right, and your time now. The wealth assigned to you at birth is about to become your reality. Your story is one of perseverance through pain, of nights spent, of days filled with relentless work and little. You've stood on the edge of, and yet still standing, still. God has seen every tear, heard every despair, and he is moving on half. The shift you've prayed for is here. Yes, change may feel uncomfortable. At first it may arrive like a storm, but don't fear the storm. This is the storm of transformation. The seasons in your life. With that shift come new hope, new opportunities, and a fresh outpouring of God's favor. The burdens of the past are making way for a future overflowing with promise. You are being repositioned, lifted from the depths into divine elevation. From scarcity to the heights of abundance. Remember, every great breakthrough in history came after a season of waiting and wrestling. This shift is your breakthrough moment. It's time to hold on to hope, to believe in the power of God's promises, and to prepare you to receive the blessings already on their way. God's justice is about to be revealed in a way that will shake the very foundations of this world. For too long, wealth has been hoarded by the few, while many have lived in lack. But a divine rebalancing is on the horizon, an equal distribution of wealth that will restore what was unjustly taken and place it into the hands of God's faithful. This distribution isn't about greed or selfish gain. It's about restoring dignity, unlocking purpose, and positioning God's children to walk fully in their divine callings. And the best part, you are first in line. Your place in this divine reset has been secured since the very beginning. Think of this as a spiritual revolution. The walls that once held back your blessings are crumbling. It's your time to rise, for your voice to be heard, and for your life to reflect the fullness of God's provision. Get ready to receive, because the season of equal distribution is not coming. It is already here. Sometimes the path forward feels unclear. The struggle seems never-ending. You may ask yourself when and how God will act, especially when your current reality feels so far from the promises you've been holding on to. But know this: God is working behind the scenes. He's crafting a way even when you can't see it. His timing is perfect, and his methods are often mysterious. Like a master architect, he is designing the blueprint for your financial breakthrough. Right now, he is preparing multiple streams of provision, sources of abundance that will surprise and overwhelm you. What seems like silence is actually divine preparation. A gathering of resources, connections, and opportunities that will soon flood your life. Trust the process. Don't give up. Remember, Moses wandered in the desert for years before leading his people to freedom. David was anointed king long before he wore the crown. Your breakthrough is on its way. God is already making a way where there seems to be no way. For far too long, you've watched as those who gained wealth through greed, corruption, and selfishness lived lavishly while you struggled to survive. It's painful to see injustice paraded in front of your eyes, the undeserving thriving while the faithful barely get by. But God's justice is unwavering. The time has come for a divine correction. The wealth accumulated through unrighteous means is about to be reassigned to those who walk with integrity and unshakable faith. This is not about envy. It's not about bitterness. It's about restoration. It's about fairness. History is filled with examples of corrupt empires falling, their riches stripped and placed into the hands of the just. And now, that divine shift is happening again for you. The Bible reminds us in Psalm 146.7 that the Lord executes justice for the oppressed and gives food to the hungry. Your patience and faithfulness have not gone unnoticed. God is actively reclaiming what rightfully belongs to His people and preparing to bless you with abundance. Prepare your heart to receive this blessing. It may come in unexpected ways, through new opportunities, divine connections, or even miraculous intervention. The source of this wealth is supernatural, flowing from God's multi-channel plan designed to uplift and empower you. Your time to prosper is now. Change is often dramatic and sometimes unsettling. You may soon witness the fall of those who have wielded wealth and power unjustly. The elite who have hoarded riches at the expense of others are facing the end of their reign of excess and selfishness. Their collapse won't just be a financial downfall, it will be the crumbling of systems built on exploitation, arrogance, and pride. The powerful will be humbled, the arrogant will be brought low. And yet, this moment of reckoning will be a sign of hope for you because it will clear the way for your rise. Just as David was anointed to replace King Saul, your elevation is imminent. Hold fast to your faith and courage in this season. The upheaval you witness is God's way of clearing the path, removing every obstacle so that His justice and favor can flow freely. You won't be a mere spectator in this divine shift, you will be a beneficiary. You will step into greater abundance and authority. It's a deep, aching pain to see others prosper through dishonest means while you struggle despite living righteously. God intimately understands this feeling. He sees your frustration, your silent tears, and the heaviness in your heart. The Psalms are filled with cries for justice from those who felt forgotten while the wicked thrived. But you are not forgotten. You are not alone. God's empathy is profound and His promise remains near. The day will come when you will rejoice, and those who acted unjustly will face divine consequences. This promise has stood the test of time. Justice delayed is not justice. Let your heart find peace in knowing that God is working on your behalf, even when the prosperity of the ungodly seems the scales will be balanced. Your reward will come in God's perfect timing. Imagine waking up each day without the crushing weight of financial anxiety. No more counting pennies, no more fear of unexpecteds. This is the kind of provision God is preparing to release into your life, a steady, abundant flow that meets every need and exceeds every expectation. And this provision often comes in ways far beyond human comprehension. Unexpected gifts, divine appointments, new income streams, and miraculous. This is no longer about mere survival. It's about thriving with confidence and peace. You will find yourself free from the chains of lack and necessity. And with that freedom, you will walk boldly into your purpose, empowered, provided for, and finally aligned with the abundance that has always been your inheritance. Bless others generously and enjoy life with joy and freedom. This is not just a reward, it's a gift, a grace, and a sign of God's unchanging faithfulness to His promises. God's blessings do not flow from just one source, they come through many channels, simultaneously creating a powerful network of abundance in your life. Your financial breakthrough will be multi-streamed, flowing through business ventures, investments, promotions, gifts, and unexpected miracles. This diversity is intentional. It protects and sustains your wealth, ensuring you're not dependent on a single source. Think of your prosperity like a river with many tributaries, each one bringing fresh water to nourish and enrich every area of your life. This is supernatural provision, where your hard work meets God's divine intervention. You won't just survive, you will flourish beyond your wildest dreams. Be open and alert to the opportunities God places before you. Trust that every door He opens is a step in His greater plan to elevate you permanently. Your rise will be unstoppable. Before you were born, God assigned a specific portion of wealth and blessing to you, your birthright. It is not a prize to be earned, but a divine inheritance, waiting to be claimed. No one and nothing can take this away from you, because it is sealed by God's promise and love. You were created for abundance, not merely to get by, but to thrive and make a difference. Your birthright includes financial provision, but it also encompasses peace, purpose, and divine favor. When you embrace this truth, everything shifts. Your mindset changes from fear and scarcity to bold confidence and faith. Stand firm in this revelation. Wealth and blessing belong to you by divine right. Live boldly in this truth, knowing that what God has assigned to you cannot be delayed or denied. The moment you've been waiting for is already unfolding right now, even as you listen. A divine transfer of wealth and blessing is taking place in the spiritual realm and is beginning to manifest in your life. This is not just a future hope, it is happening. God's hand is moving behind the scenes, redistributing resources, aligning people, opening doors, and orchestrating divine connections for your breakthrough. This divine transfer might show up as a sudden promotion, a job offer, a business breakthrough, or an unexpected financial gift. Stay ready to recognize and embrace these blessings. God is orchestrating it all with precision. Trust His timing, remain faithful, and prepare to walk through the doors He is opening for you. Your miracle is here. Financial struggle often carries shame and embarrassment. You may have hidden your struggles, avoided conversations about money, and felt less than others, but God is wiping away that shame. He is restoring your dignity and giving you a new identity, one rooted in abundance, honor, and divine purpose. This transformation is not only healing, but empowering. You will no longer feel inferior because of your financial past. Instead, you will stand proud, confident in the knowledge that God's favor surrounds you. Your future is bright. Celebrate this new chapter with joy. Your story is about to become a testimony of supernatural restoration and divine overflow. Your story is shifting from one of struggle to one of triumph, and that victory will not only lift, but inspire others to believe, to hope, and to trust again. This financial reset is not just about achieving stability, it's about exceeding every expectation you've ever dared to hope. God is preparing to elevate you to heights of wealth and blessing beyond your wildest dreams. This is your new reality where miracles become your norm and your life reflects the fullness of God's good. Your prosperity will not end with it will overflow into your family, your community, and generations to come. You will become a beacon of hope, a living testimony to God's faithfulness and justice. But this transformation goes deeper than money. It's about destiny, purpose, and legacy. Get ready to step into this incredible future with unshakable faith, and the reset is no longer, it is your abundant life. For years, the wicked have hoarded wealth like buried treasure, blind to the truth that those riches were never theirs. Behind the scenes, God's justice has been slowly, surely, draining the wealth from the hands of the greedy and the selfish. It's as if a divine river is being redirected, its current shifting, pulling away from the unrighteous and preparing to flood into your. You may already feel it, the winds of change, the subtle shifts in the economy, the unexpected business closures, the quiet collapses of financial empires built on exploitation. These are not coincidences, these are divine signals. The balance is tipping. God is clearing the decks, dismantling financial strongholds built on injustice so that true, righteous wealth can be established where it belongs with you, His son. Know this, as their accounts empty, yours will overflow. God's plans for your life include prosperity that goes beyond logic, steady, secure, and permanent. This is not a fleeting blessing. It is a radical, divine transformation of your financial. Prepare your heart to receive what God has been saving for you, because this is a moment of great hope, a divine promise of restoration that will wipe away the scars of past. The wealth once held by the wicked is already on its way into your hands, not just for comfort, but to empower you to live with dignity, to bless others with generosity, and to fulfill your purpose with Hold on, your breakthrough is. The days of poverty and seasons of waiting were never meant to break you. They were a divine test of your faith, your endurance, and your trust in God's perfect timing. Though it often felt like an end battle, God was refining you, shaping you, preparing you for the next level, a breakthrough so great it demands the strength and wisdom you now. Poverty was never meant to be your story. The Bible speaks of seasons, and yours is shifting now from famine to feast, from lack to overflow. A flood of blessings is on the way, one that will wash away every trace of scarcity and usher in a life of supernatural abundance. This is your divine reward for holding on when everything in you wants up. As the rivers of wealth begin to flow, you will experience not just provision but overflow, and a future drenched in the glory of God's promise fulfilled. Get ready for an increase not just in money, but in peace, joy, and divine opportunities. Your life is about to be filled with more than financial gain. It will overflow with favor, health, and powerful connections that amplify your rise. Remember, God's timing is perfect. The test of poverty was necessary for your refinement, but now the overflow is unstoppable. You are stepping into the fullness of God's provision, into the abundant life He designed for you from the beginning. Prepare yourself to witness a monumental event, the supernatural collapse of wealth unjustly amassed by the corrupt. This is not a mere market shift, it is divine intervention. God is dismantling the financial empires built on greed, oppression, and exploitation. Power structures will fall like the walls of Jericho, shaking the very foundations of the elite. But this collapse is not meant to harm. It's a divine reset, a redistribution of riches, and a restoration of justice. You won't just watch from a distance. You will be among the first to witness the fallout, the first to walk through the doors that chaos will unseal. This is a pivotal moment, the end of one era and the birth of your new season. As these structures fall, don't fear the shaking. Embrace the transformation. Every fallen giant clears space for your prosperity. The reset will open doors that have been locked for years and bring forth opportunities to build wealth in ways you never thought possible. Keep your faith strong and your eyes open. This supernatural collapse is not the end, it is the beginning. It will be the catalyst for your elevation, a divine shift that sets you apart and positions you as a leader in the financial order God is now establishing. There is a hidden inheritance that belongs to you, treasures kept in heaven's vaults, waiting for the perfect moment to be released. This inheritance isn't just about money. It's about the fulfillment of God's promises to your bloodline, a legacy of blessing, favor, and destiny, stored up through generations. And now, God is unlocking these treasures. The heavens are opening, and what has been reserved for you is being released in full power and perfect timing. Imagine discovering a secret vault filled with wealth, wisdom, and favor that has always been yours, but until now was untouched. That's what God is doing in your life. He's turning the key, opening the doors to unprecedented prosperity and opportunity. Trust that every promise spoken over your life is being fulfilled. The inheritance you're about to receive will not only transform your life, but will ripple out, blessing your family, your community, and generations still to come. The grand palaces of the wicked, those built on pride, manipulation, and exploitation, are coming down. And this destruction is not random. It is deliberate. It is God's hand of justice at work, making way for the construction of your promised land. You are not entering into riches built on sand, but on a foundation of righteousness, favor, and divine purpose. The wealth transfer is real, the time is now, the doors are open. Step into your inheritance. You are being led into a place of peace, abundance, and divine favor, tailored specifically for you. Though it may appear as destruction, what's unfolding is actually a powerful act of restoration. The ruins left behind by broken systems and lost time are becoming fertile ground where your dreams and blessings will take root and flourish. God is not only clearing the path, He is preparing you to build a legacy that honors Him and fulfills your true destiny. Your promised land is more than just financial. It is a sanctuary of joy, security, and purpose, a sacred space where you and your loved ones can thrive. This is the land of your new beginning, the place where God's covenant blessings become tangible, visible, and undeniable. Prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to receive this inheritance. The tearing down of the old is nothing less than the birth pangs of a divine transformation that will change your life. Imagine the very treasury of heaven opening up, releasing riches and blessings with your name engraved on every scroll. This is not a dream, it is the reality God is orchestrating for you. Your name is written in the book of life and favor. The gates of heaven's storehouse are wide open, pouring out blessings that are perfectly tailored to your calling, and these heavenly treasures go beyond me. They include wisdom, peace, divine opportunities, and favor that no human hand can block or take away. God's resources are limitless, and He delights in making His children rich in every meaningful way. You have been chosen, approved, and anointed to receive from this eternal storehouse. Every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've cried, every sacrifice you've made has been recorded, and now they are being rewarded. Heaven is risen. The floodgates are opening. Blessings are being released in ways that will not only transform your life, but astonish everyone who witnesses your rise. Hold on to this truth with unshaken faith. Your inheritance is guaranteed, and it's being delivered into your life right. Have you ever felt the sting of financial loss? Money stolen, mismanaged, lost through bad investments, or washed away by hardship? God is declaring today that every dollar lost is being restored to you. Not just returned, but returned with. This is a divine promise of recompense that goes far beyond human expectation. Imagine a bank that doesn't just settle your accounts, but rewards your patience and faith. God is that divine banker. What was taken from you will become the foundation of back. What was once a story of loss will become a living testimony of God's miraculous provision. Restoration is coming not in theory, but in tangible reality. It may arrive through unexpected means, surprise inheritances, sudden business revival, bonuses, gifts from unlikely places, or open doors you never saw. No matter how the loss happened, God is able to recover it all and multiply it. Believe this deeply. What once caused pain will soon be your greatest source of joy. You will show the world the faithfulness and unstoppable power of God to redeem everything. Prepare yourself. Your financial miracle is on the way, and it will be so powerful, so undeniable, it will shock you and everyone around you. This is not an ordinary blessing. It is a divine interruption in your story, a supernatural act that defies logic and human understanding. Miracles often come suddenly and without warning, breaking through every barrier and limitation. Whether it manifests as a sudden inheritance, a miraculous job offer, a breakthrough business deal, or an unexpected financial windfall, this miracle will transform your life overnight. You will stand in awe, wondering how such a shift could happen to you. But know this: God delights in surprising His children with blessings that silence every critic and uplift every weary heart. Your miracle is not just provision, it is a living testimony of God's unwavering love and limitless power. Prepare your heart to receive it fully. This shockwave of divine blessing will reset your financial story and inspire everyone around you to believe again in the goodness of God. The financial reset you are about to experience is not merely personal. It is generational. You are standing on the edge of becoming the wealthiest person in your entire bloodline. You are breaking cycles of poverty and forging a legacy of abundance that will impact generations to come. This reset goes beyond financial wealth. It unlocks access to education, opportunity, influence, and freedom that your ancestors could only dream of. You are the fulfillment of their whispered prayers, the living answer to their cries for a better future. Your rise will show your family that no situation is too difficult for divine intervention. You will become the example of God's favor, and your success will honor every struggle, every sacrifice that brought you here. Embrace this inheritance with deep gratitude and holy responsibility. This reset is not random. It is your divine birthright, and you have been chosen to steward it with wisdom and generosity. Soon, you will witness the unimaginable. Those who once looked down on you, the elites who dismissed or ignored you, will bow in recognition as God lifts you to heights they never imagined possible. But this isn't about revenge or ego. It's about justice. It's about God's favor being made visible for all to see. Their power was temporary. Your rise is eternal because it is ordained by God Himself. The same people who once mocked or overlooked, you will be forced to acknowledge the undeniable evidence of God's hand on your life. Your elevation will be a public declaration that God honors the humble and promotes the faithful. It will be a beacon of hope to the oppressed and a reminder that God's kingdom does not operate by earthly rules. Stay humble, stay faithful, and prepare for the day your life will shine so brightly that even the highest elites will have no choice but to recognize the divine hand guiding your success. The gates of luxury and privilege, once tightly guarded by those who used wealth to oppress, indulge their selfishness, and mock God's ways, are now being slammed shut. A divine reversal is underway. The age of exploitation is ending, and God is rising up His chosen to walk through new gates of righteousness, purpose, abundance, and unstoppable favor. But God is no longer tolerating this injustice. He is shutting the gates once held by the ungodly and preparing to hand the keys to you, the faithful, the patient, the chosen. This transfer of power is profound. It's as if the universe itself is shifting, realigning every force to elevate you to a place you never thought possible. The keys you receive will unlock doors that were once sealed, granting you access to financial abundance, honor, respect, and divine favor in ways others can only dream. Understand that these keys are more than access to material wealth. They are a symbol of God's trust in you. They represent divine authority and stewardship. With these keys, you become not just a recipient of blessings, but a distributor, a steward, chosen to bless your family, your community, and the world around you. Embrace this divine appointment with both confidence and humility. The time has come for you to walk boldly through the gates of destiny, leaving behind old struggles and stepping fully into the wealth and honor God has long reserved for. For far too long, every step forward felt delayed. Every dream seemed stuck in limbo, blocked by unseen forces. The curse of financial delay, where blessings felt promised but never arrived, is being broken over your life today. This is a divine declaration. The season of waiting, frustration, and setbacks is over, completely and permanently. This breaking of delay means that no longer will God's blessings be slowed or denied. The doors that once resisted you will now swing open with ease. Plans that were stagnant will gain momentum. Opportunities that were lost will reappear, this time unstopped. You will experience divine acceleration manifestations that come quickly, powerfully, and without resistance. What took years for others will take months, even days for you. You are not the only one who has carried this burden, but today you are among the first to see it lift. God's power to break chains is unmatched. As you step into this new era, know this: what was once held back is now being released. Your financial breakthrough is not coming, it is already arriving, and it is permanent. Rejoice in this freedom. The curse has no hold on you anymore. You are free to walk in abundance, to fulfill your divine purpose, and to become a living testimony of God's unshakable faithfulness. What you are about to experience is not just a small relief, it is a divine takeover of your entire financial landscape. God is not merely giving you a bit more or easing your burdens. He is taking full control. Every area of your finances, your income, your investments, your debts, your giving is being transformed by His supernatural power. This takeover means every strategy, every plan, every effort from this moment on will be infused with divine wisdom, backed by heaven's resources and accelerated by God. You are stepping into a realm where lack no longer exists, where every step is ordered, and where every provision is timely and abundant. This is your divine reset. This is your time.